Hey Pisces, welcome to Tarot Hill. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness, okay? Lisa here. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, that's Tarot and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below, all right? If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. All right, let's get started. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Pisces collective need to know? Thank you. So we have Ask with Sincerity coming out, and then Be Open to Love, Live Your Soul, Not Your Role, and Rejuvenate here. All right, so these two came out. Be Open to Love and Ask with Sincerity. What type of love are you asking for? And then how are your actions adding up to that, okay? Are you asking the universe, are you putting in the order for a real true love and then entertaining stupid ass, relationships? Are you entertaining situationships with people who can't really give you what you want, right? And then but you're still saying, when am I going to find the love? It's like, what are you feeding? If you keep feeding that energy, you're going to keep getting that type of energy, okay? You have to stop entertaining certain energies and let the universe know that you're serious, okay? That's asking with sincerity. Asking with sincerity in regards to the love that you actually want, whether it's romantic, whether it's platonic, whatever. It requires you to set some boundaries and stop allowing in the flow of the residual energy that you had before, okay? You were in a certain space where, I didn't mean to start channeling this early, okay. But you were in a certain space where you attracted a certain level of love. That residual energy is going to keep coming in, even while you're putting out the new order, right? So just because it keeps coming in, it doesn't mean that's what you got to take in. It's like, okay, that's old stuff. And you have to keep pushing that away. Like, nah, I'm good on that. I'm good on that until this new stuff comes in. I know what I want, and I'm going to stand firm in that. All right? Come on. See, live your soul, not your role. Getting out of the old space that you were in. If you find yourself attracting the same types of people, the same storylines through different avatars, it's like, okay, you're still living in this role, okay? When you're asking for your soul purpose, you're asking for your soul's desire, right? Your real soulmates, all right? So it's time to reset. Press the reset button on that. It's also time for you to flush out the energy. It's like, let's say water's contaminated and you have to just wait for all the contamination to go, all the chemicals to go before it's safe to drink. It's something like that, okay? Whatever was flowing in is the old stuff. You gotta just let that kind of trickle out. It's still coming in. It doesn't mean that it's yours, okay? But if you do take some of that in, now you're just feeding more of that old energy, all right? Okay. So there might be a time, this might be a time to actually, the resetting is really getting a handle on this new energy. The Empress card did come out at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like it's while you're in transition, and I talked about this in a weekly reading, while you're in transition, while you're in Queen of Wands energy and you're manifesting things, and the old stuff, the old program is still running, you're gonna have to stand firm and keep looking at Empress. Keep looking at your Empress vibe. Here we are with that Nine of Pentacles. See, I do feel like the single energy might be the move for you guys if you're single. If you're not single, then it's the energy of just being independent and being firm in what you want, okay? All right, what's going on for, this is May. The second half of May, or whenever you watch this, it doesn't matter. What's going on, Pisces? It's like bouncing in between two worlds and then sending out the wrong signals to the universe. All right. See? Page of Swords. Your mindset hasn't shifted. It's like you're asking for something, but your mindset didn't really shift. Your mindset is still on whatever you were. All right? It's time to make that final judgment call here. Okay? Let's look more into that Page of Swords. Because I look at the Page of Swords as a fresh new perspective, a fresh new way of looking at things here. Yeah, okay, 10 of Wands. See, whatever this old cycle is, it's like it's time to get out of that mindset of whatever that old cycle is. Like if you were used to dealing with people who were, you know, playing games all the time, and you're asking for more authentic and honest people, then you have to get out of the mindset and the programming of, man, people play games all the time. You have to get out of the mindset, or you're gonna keep attracting it. It's like you're like, I don't want anyone to play games with me, but then you still have this belief system that people play games. You see how that's clashing? And being that this mindset of people playing games is so much more, is so strong, it has roots. It's easy to flip back into that and kind of push away the manifestation of someone who doesn't play games, right? Okay. So it's time to make a final judgment call on that mindset, all right? Just putting away, like, I'm not even gonna think like that anymore. That's it. I'm not gonna, if my mantra was, men or women ain't ish, love sucks, I'm gonna, every time that comes up in my mind, I'm going to put that away. Or I'm gonna say a mantra or an affirmation to override that, okay? This is a reprogramming out of struggle mode, so you can stop accepting or stop attracting, you know, that type of energy. Yeah, all right, yep. Judgment card coming out with the Hangman. That's that flipping perspective, seeing things differently, all right? Anytime you see a pattern, you gotta look at yourself like, all right, what is my belief system? Why am I attracting this again? Okay. Wow, the Hangman coming out again, all right? This perspective change is going to be a game changer for you. You have to reset how you think about love. And the thing is, you could think about love in a, you know, in a very high vibe way in theory, but in practice, how are you getting triggered, right? What are your actual belief systems? Do you actually believe, that you can get that thing that you want? Or are you asking for it, are you asking without faith? Are you asking without sincerity? Because it does feel like there is some blockage in regards to the belief of having that type of love that you want. And that's what's showing up. So move up the Hangman. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna move on from this, but yeah, it's just making a point very clear. Perspective change. 9 of Wands in reverse along with that Death card. It's time to put an end to that struggle mode mentality. That 9 of Wands is like, ugh, I don't know, ain't nothing working out. You know, we have the 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, all this struggle energy. All right, it's the mindset that needs to be reset and rebooted. It's the programming that needs to be reset and rebooted here. All right, it's something. It's a certain way you used to be treated. For example, whatever your story is that you're telling yourself, you got to reset that. These cards are coming out with some fire. Okay, so you have the Page of Cups. This in turn leads to another expansion, a love expansion of your heart, okay? Hold on. All right. Sidebar. If you find yourself in third-party situations a lot, if you find yourself being drawn to third-party situations, there's something there. It's not something that's just happening to you. It's something that you're attracting. All right? You have the Devil card coming out with 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So this Page of Cups is like the understanding of, hey, I deserve more. I deserve the cooperation. I deserve the reciprocity. That energy within itself is going to flip on a switch, okay? And flip off the switch of the bull that you were dealing with in the past, okay? It's like they just won't, it's going to stop that flow. Wow. And open up this new flow. Ace of Cups. Look at that. All right. Let's see. See, some of you guys, you might have, you put in an order, right? And you probably had someone come in that was like half the order. Like they were so close. But it was because you were half in, half out. Like you were bouncing in between 2 worlds. Unknowingly, I'm sure, but it's because you still had some muck, some energetic muck and debris that you had to clear out. But now it's like, okay, that if that's what happened, then there's a need to know, like, it's time to clear it all the way out. All right, and really put that behind you. Really do some soul searching or whatever, and figure out what the pattern is. And say, I don't accept that anymore. I'm done. And even if something comes in that seems tempting, if it doesn't fit the parameters, the new standards, I'm done. This energy, It's something about this energy right now. It's very physical, and I felt this with the last Pisces reading. The intuitive guidance is, I don't know, it feels damn near physical. Like how you're feeling is coming out in your body somehow. That's what I keep feeling here. Now, I don't know if this is like physically coming out in your body, or if it's just like, it's just coming out. What's going on inward? Okay. Yeah, what's going on inward is showing up in the physical world. Okay. You're getting half a soulmate because you're in and out, half believing that you can have it. You know, it's like, it's a very clear correlation between your inner space and what's going on. Like, it's a true mirror. That's what's happening there. And we did that High Priestess coming out with the Death card. It's like, intuitively, you know that something needs to end, something needs to be put to a halt, okay? That Knight of Wands, ending things. It does seem like there's going to be like a bit of an abrupt halt. Abrupt ending. Or maybe that's where someone's led to go. All right, so you have this Ace of Cups coming through with this Four of Pentacles. All right. All right, full card. What's going on? All right, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Okay. What's the Seven of Swords about? All right. Someone's trying to avoid the inevitable here. Okay. Someone's going to keep running into the same cycle because if they don't clear out the emotional muck, if they don't face whatever that programming is that's causing pattern in the outside world. It seems like the Pisces collective, you are getting a very clear representation of what's going on in your mind, okay, or what's going on psychically or emotionally. It's very like, it's not something you can blame on anyone else. It really is, you know, at least with a certain situation here. It's a very clear representation of the split in your energy, all right? Now, I say this because we have the Ace of Cups coming out with this Four of Pentacles. It's like someone's holding on to that opportunity. With the Hermit card and the King of Cups, it's like someone's being stubbornly holding on. With the Hermit, it's like they're deciding not to look in. They're just looking at the love. They're looking at the love. They're like, because it's something that probably feels so close, yet so far. But it does carry some level of toxicity or whatever. It might have a little bit, a tinge of some type of obsession or whatever, addiction going on, or codependency, something like that happening that's making it kind of toxic. But yeah, it looks like an opportunity for love, right? With the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords coming out in reverse, it's like a window of love. It's a hope. It's like, it's a little bit of a, even that, this is a mirror. If this, whatever this Ace of Cups is, I feel like it's smoke and mirrors, okay? It's like, if you come really close to it, you're probably going to see like, oh, it's not the thing. Wow. But it's like reflecting. It's like reflecting the real deal. It has inklings, traces, energetic traces of the real deal in this situation. That's why it feels so close. But in a real life sense, in the tangible sense, the physical sense, it's not real. That's what it's coming off as. Wow, this is tough. There was a lesson here. Stop chasing smoke and mirrors and do the work. Do more work. Oh. It's Ace of Cups, even though it's like with the three. So you have the Three of Pentacles with that double energy and the Three of Swords. Some of you guys, if this is third party, whatever. But it does seem like it's a source of pain, but someone's still holding on to it. This is why it happened. It was to reflect this person or this opportunity. They were sent as a reflection of where your blind spots are or what still needs work. That Nine of Pentacles coming out in reverse and a Seven of Swords. It's like someone's trying to skip the step of like being single and really enjoying that and really embracing that. Like that even feels a little false, you know, like like I said, if you ask for something, you can ask for a soulmate till you're blue in the face. But what is your energy actually saying? Because that's what the universe is responding to. You can tell the universe, yeah, I'm happy, I'm single, I'm loving it. But what is your energy doing? Is your energy, like when you're by yourself, are you sitting here focusing on love, focusing on love interest? Does that person like me? Does that person like me? I wonder what that's gonna happen. You know, it's one thing to be in hermit mode and be productive and really enjoy your space. There's another thing to be in hermit mode and be to yourself and just thinking and putting energy out and thinking about other people. Those are two different hermit modes. And I feel like someone's hermit mode is not as productive as it can be. And someone, just because they're, if you're single, just because you're single, they feel like, see, I'm doing the right thing. I've been single for, you know, whatever amount of time. It's like, but what are you doing with that singlehood? Okay? What are you doing with your thoughts? What are you doing with your energy? Are your thoughts, while you're single and in your home, are you sitting here thinking about how you can improve your life for you? Are you thinking about hobbies? Are you thinking about your growth, you know, your self-love? Are you thinking about filling up your own cup? Or are you sitting here daydreaming about, I can't wait for someone to come in, right? That's two different energies. One is definitely more codependent than the other. That step is getting skipped, it seems. And that's why people keep coming in showing you this. You know, it's like there's still more work to do. Star card, the healing. All right, now. Now, I said that is where I got that whole false singlehood. It's like, it's from the Seven of Swords, because that Seven of Swords is kind of like deceptive, right? I feel like it's self-deception. All right. And maybe some of you guys, your body is trying to tell you something. So right now I'm feeling headaches. There's the second Pisces reading where I felt like I'm feeling like physical symptoms. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I think it was headaches last time. I'm feeling headaches this time. Random, I guess, I mean, something with the feet. I don't know. I don't know if that has to do with self-care. I don't know if you want to check out the correlating chakra that comes with it. I don't know. Because, you know, they have the reflexology chart of your feet. You can see if you feel like a ping in certain parts of your foot, you could probably look up. I mean, obviously, if it's a real problem, go to the doctor, right? But then there's another aspect as well to it, where it's like, where's that pain at? And what's the chakra that it is aligned with? Because all of them come out at the bottom of your feet, right? Okay. And I think your hands too. So if you check, if you get a pain in your toe and you're like, let me look up the reflexology chart, and you see what chakras align with, you might see that it's aligned with your heart space. And it's like, okay, well, now I need to do some meditation on my heart space. So maybe I'll wear more green, you know, maybe I'll do heart meditation. Maybe I'll carry more pink rose quartz, you know. Things like that. That's doing the work for yourself, figuring out where those emotional blockages are, because there is some emotional blockages still. All right? Okay. Speaking of blockages, what do we have here? Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess coming out again. Yeah. See, the High Priestess is a very intuitive card, and the Queen of Pentacles is a very physical, you know, grounded card. It's Pentacles, right? I really feel like that's what's happening. Like the physical, the psychic energy is coming through physically. Whether it's coming through in your body, that's another layer to it, but it's definitely mirroring in the real world, and someone's not seeing it like that. They're probably seeing it like, oh, why is this happening to me? And it's like, no, that is like Spirit is trying to guide you by sending you these people to show you, here is where you need to work, since you don't want to go into hermit mode and look within. All right. I think I spoke about this with Pisces before. Like there's ways to do your work, right? There's ways to do your spiritual work. You can do it by going within, having these honest moments, journaling, you know, all that, researching, whatever. Like I mentioned, that's the reflexology. That's one way of doing work for yourself, doing work on yourself. And then there's people who choose to do the work by going out in relationships and learning their lessons through that. And in that reading for Pisces, I remember saying, like, it seems like whoever I was speaking with, whoever these readings are for, they are choosing to go out and get their lessons from relationships. And I was saying that the problem with that is that you're going out and dealing with other people and trying to find the lessons through them. And that can just cause more pain unnecessarily, rather than just going within, clearing it out, and then seeing what you attract. All right? What are they feeling to say? Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is coming out again. First of all, it came out in reverse at first, so now it's coming out kind of sideways. And wow, the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. This method, I feel like, of trying to learn your lessons through other people, even if you don't realize what's happening, I feel like that's what's happening and someone's not realizing it. The decision not to go into hermit mode and do some very clear work on yourself, and the decision to go and like just bump against other people and see what comes about. Like, I feel like that's just causing more pain. It's causing resentment. It's causing more wounds, right? It's like the measure twice, cut once energy. If you just keep going out and bumping into people, you're creating bruises unnecessarily on your heart, because now you're running into people who are not aligned because you're not aligned. Get into alignment. Stop trying to skip that step. There's some ego involved here, okay? Why is this hard person too? This Nine of Pentacles keep coming out. Look, you can have high intuition. It doesn't mean that you don't have to do the work, right? Okay, not saying that that's how you feel, but you could be a great person and still need to do some work. There is some resentment around being single. There's like a love-hate relationship with that. And that's what's stopping you from really embracing a singlehood and taking advantage of that, which will ultimately lead you to better quality stuff. That needs to be handled here. All right, what's the advice? That's coming out as what you're feeling to see, that love-hate dance with singlehood. And like I said, it's two ways to be single. You could be single and waiting for someone to come and whisk you away, or you could be single and be productive and really loving on yourself and learning how to be independent in your own energy. There's two different singles here, okay? And I feel like for the most part, whoever this reading is for, there is people, the people here are single and waiting, which is not empowering. All right. So it's like you're waiting. The universe is like, okay, but we're waiting on you. We're waiting for you to get into this real place, to be open to the real stuff. We're waiting for you to get out of this mental, back to the perspective that needs to be changed. We need you to work on this perspective. you're sitting there, you're not working on that perspective, and then you're trying to draw things in. So you're drawing things in you're gonna manifest, that's not the problem. You're gonna bring it in. But the things that you're bringing in, oh, this is similar to Gemini. The things that you're bringing in is just a reflection of where you're at. And now you're getting frustrated, like, well, what's going wrong here? Like, I'm bringing it in, I'm asking for what I want, and then you keep getting what you're a match to. You got to break out of that by working on this mental, this mental attitude or this perspective that you have here. There is some type of resentment here, okay? And it's causing an emotional block. It needs to be worked on. I would definitely suggest journaling. Like if you're at home alone and you're on social media all day, that's not productive hermit mode. Hermit mode is, yes, being to yourself, but actively working on yourself, okay? There's a difference here between being alone and feeling lonely, right? So someone's still moving from the path of the mindset of being lonely. So they're getting matches that are not aligned, they're codependent or whatever. What's the advice? The moon card, yeah, it's all types of underground psychic energy for sure. Highly intuitive energy, but also subconscious energy here. Like things running the show in the background. The mindset, yeah, the mindset that's running the show in the background where they need you to break out of that so that you can start attracting the match. It's like they're gonna keep sending people until you're like, okay, let me go within and see what I'm doing. Because they're just like, all right, have you learned yet? I'll send you another one. Have you learned yet? I'm gonna send you another one. Have you learned yet? Just learn a lesson, okay? That's gonna take some pain, but I feel like there is this regret about the soul, probably a soul tie in the past. The Five of Cups is coming out a lot. There's a lot of regret. It's some pain that just somebody doesn't want to get into it. Tell me more about that Five of Cups. What about that Moon card? There's some deeper healing, okay, that needs to be done. With that Ten of Cups coming out in reverse and the Moon card in reverse, then the Two of Cups coming out with the Five of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like someone is still hung up on. This could be a soulmate, okay? I do feel resistance. Either this is a past one or a present one, whatever. See the Magician card coming out. You're definitely a magician for sure. Okay, you know how to manifest things, but it's just if you're not a match for the thing you're trying to manifest, it's not gonna come. Right? You have to ask for the thing you want, of course. But also you got to make sure you're in the right mindset to take it when it comes, you know? As I mentioned, like if you're asking for real love, but then you're entertaining situationships, then you're not really in a mindset to accept real love yet. And that's the message that's being sent, okay? Fool card in reverse. It's time to take a different path here. The Five of Pentacles, it's like it's so much resistance towards letting this love go. And just really just doing the work. I do feel like a bit of a stubborn energy here for some reason. Even though this person's highly intuitive, it's like kind of going against what they're being told. It's like somebody's ego is flaring up a little bit. It is what it is. Just know that there's a perspective change that needs to happen. Once that perspective change happens, then you'll start seeing better quality results, okay? It does seem like if you attracted someone, yes, they're better than, it's a better result than what you've had before, but but it's not quite there yet. So that means that you just have to go back to the drawing board. You have more work to do, and then come back out, you know, and see what you attract then. All right, what's the power animal? Your body, there's some pains or something in your body, okay? There's a need to pay attention to that. Like, I feel like it's a clue to what's lacking, where the blockage is, okay? This is not a diagnosis, obviously. All right. Wombat spirit, see, be at home. Be at home with yourself. This is a card of confidence. When you're at home, what are you doing? Are you filling up your own cup? Are you loving up on yourself, okay? Not just every once in a while. Are you consistently loving up on yourself? Don't love up on yourself just because it's a full moon, and then for the rest of the rest of the days of the month, you're sitting there obsessing over someone else. That's not productive hermit mode. That's not productive singlehood. You have seahorse spirit, watching wait, coyote spirit, trusting in divine detours. These are cards of surprises, surprise elements happening here, okay? Someone needs to do something different. It's a different mentality that they need to have, and I feel like they'll get it. It'll click like, oh, okay, I really got to let this mindset go. It's like a subconscious programming that's happening there, and it's just been running the show. So I'm not saying that you guys haven't been doing work. It's just like, all right, you did work, good. Now there's some refining. That's all it is. Probably check out the Magician. It was a collective reading that I did called Magician, Tweak This One Thing. I feel like that's what's happening here. It's just a little tweak in your energy, okay? And it probably has to do with confidence, faith, and the ability to let go of the old completely, all right? And that's going to bring in a new, all right? All right, Pisces, you got this. Be confident, love on yourself every day, all damn day, all right? Because who else going to do it for you? You know how to love up on yourself, then you teach that person how to love you. Like, oh, shit, this how they treat themselves? Look, that's a high standard. Yeah. Match that or not. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. That's Tara Heal. Speaking of heal, look at that. Snake spirit, time to heal. It's another round of healing. All right. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. And thank you. Until we meet again, peace.